right, it's December 16th, which means it's time for the fourth day in round 4 of the push-pull squat challenge. And today's tech tip is going to solve one of the most prevalent issues with hanging knee raises.
Because hanging leg raises is great, but a lot of times we have this issue with swinging and creating this instability where we feel like a monkey hanging from the bar,
Which can't be the easiest way to work the abs. And the solution for this problem is to create more stability in the back. Because if you ever see any of those what I call VKRs, vertical knee raise machines, they always have these back supports like a Bosu ball or some sort of a pad that you can kind of drive yourself against to keep you from being so wibble wobble and add stability. But what those pads actually are doing is they're supplementing or in sometimes outright replacing the supportive tension you're supposed to have in your back. So if you do a dead hang where your arms are relaxed and your back is relaxed and you're just kind of hanging on your ligaments, the moment you start picking up your legs, your center of gravity shifts forward and back and forward and back, and that's why you get those swings. And one of the best ways to learn how to keep your back strong and supportive is to first warm up with a set of scapular pull-ups where you are hanging with tight forearms, biceps, shoulders, your lats are on, and you pull yourself up with just your shoulders depressing. Make sure to keep them retract as well, and putting a good solid pause at the top. So now when you do your hanging knee or leg raises, shoulders retracted, depressed, packed, you're going to find you have a lot more stability in your back, which is going to give you the ability to focus much more tension and work in your abs. It's also going to make the exercise a lot more comfortable. We're going to go for sets of 10 with a very solid pause at the top and the bottom of your knee or leg raise, so really dial in that control. Then for the extension jam, we're going to bring a little bit of crawling into the mix here, where instead of using a classic bridge exercise, we're going to go with our crab walk. So we start seated on the floor, and the key to a good crab walk is to really drive the shoulders down and back, just like we just did for setting the back tension in the leg raise. We lift our hips up ever so slightly off the floor, and we pull ourselves forward with our hamstrings. So I'm not driving myself with my arms so much as I am driving my heel into the ground, almost like a mini alternating hamstring curl. Perform the crab walk as you like, the length of the room, 20 steps, roughly 30 seconds. It's not really too important how much of it you do, but rather how well you're doing it, engaging your hamstrings and creating all of that stability in your back. And then for the lateral chain, we're going to have some fun hip work to do today with a basic slow motion standing side kick. Whether you're a martial artist or not, this is a great way to work on the strength, stability, and mobility, especially of your lateral hips. Use a support if you like a countertop or a desk, something that's sturdy, that's not going to tip and wobble on you. You're going to pick up one leg as high as you can, tip to the side. I'm pointing my heel of my supporting foot in the same direction, and you extend out and try and lift up just a little bit, and then you pull it straight down. Being mindful of keeping the hip of the standing leg and the supporting leg tight as well. So you're creating kind of this opposition force in your hips to really maximize the effectiveness of the exercise and make sure you're getting equal amounts on each side. Probably about 6 to 8 repetitions will be a good sweet spot for you. Remember to perform these exercises in sort of a circuit format, using about 3 or 4 rounds usually suits most people, but use whatever time and energy you feel is sufficient to get the blood flowing around the muscles you're trying to work. More importantly, create the stability in the back that you're using for the first and second exercises. As always, here's the first 2 exercises in the 4th round. Tomorrow we start on round 5, which is the second to last round here in the push-pull squat challenge. Thoughts or questions down below? Thank you very much for watching. Be fit, live free.